football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Beavers will put total leather to crank. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks offense will get the first swing of the game. Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game when you had to feel a little bit better about life.
Yeah, and it was really a coming-out party, too, for Dylan Gabriel, the transfer coming in from Oklahoma. He threw the ball. He ran the ball. Oregon was up and down the field offensively. We've seen this game in years past get a bit crazy and wonky at times. Last year, David, no doubt who the better team was.
Yeah, especially when Oregon has to go to Corvallis. Typically, you'll see some struggles, but that wasn't it. And it was a beatdown. And you got to imagine they remember this pretty well. They're pretty ticked off about, listen, Oregon gets all the shine, obviously. Oregon State is little brother. They've got something to prove for sure.
They'll try the run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle. Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Beavers offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man.
There he goes! Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a lot. Wide open spaces. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Beavers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Takes the easy completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Firing to the right, complete. He did. Third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Moore to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Throws for the tight end. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hankerson. Up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Split backs here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Sends it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. This is a designed run. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on down. So now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Grab near the marker, it's Benson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Moore will throw. Rushes on him. On a little time, lets it go. Caught, close to the marker, it's Benson. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
He's got the tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone. I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oregon. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got a man. It's Walker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Clemens.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying play action. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Beavers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his legs, it's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of...
He smashes his way through again. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Ducks are marching down the field. Moore to the air. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hit as he throws. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll do it himself. Finding open areas. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Takes it from the gun on third down. Complete in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got his man in the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a between Oregon and Oregon State. Plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Start from the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Beavers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Beavers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete on the right side. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back. It's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Moore will throw. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. The play action fake. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Turning it on! Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. And some room to work. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Rides the back on the option. The give. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He's got him. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Beavers are flying down the field.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Hughes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Benson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Hughes. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Moore to the air. He's got it. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Looking for a push on fourth down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Caught near the sticks. It's Walker. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Clemens. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Grabs it in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Beavers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Beavers line it up with a 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the direct snap, it's Moore. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Moore will throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And Wade just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Might be changing the route. If there's time to pad the stats. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.